Just 3 weeks ago, the Braves had one of the best projected rotations in baseball, maybe the best. Chris Sale, Spencer Schwellenbach, Spencer Strider, Ronaldo Lopez, and Hurston Waldrop. That's indisputably elite. While healthy, on literally the first day pitchers reported to camp, Schwellenbach went down. Bone spurs in the same elbow that he fractured last year. He was in the midst of a monster breakout season, but his last game of the year came on June 28th. Now, we probably won't see him on the bump again until around that time this year. And injury discovery sucks, but it's expected. It's very rare to make it through spring with a full rotation exactly where you want it. But just 5 days after Schwellenbach landed on the IL, Waldrop followed suit with the exact same injury. Panic time. Waldrop was excellent through 10 games last season while filling in for Schwellenbach's spot, and during his first live BP session of camp, he was touching 99 on the gun. This should have been his breakout season. Both he and Schwellenbach got arthroscopic surgery, with Schwellenbach having a slightly more intrusive procedure. The timelines are unknown, but Carlos Rodon had a similar surgery back in October, and he probably won't even be ready for opening day. The best case scenario is Seth Lugo, who had the same injury in February of 2021, then returned in early June. His stuff was unaffected by the procedure, and he's had some excellent seasons since. Regardless, both of these guys are on the 60-day, which leaves 2 holes in this rotation for at least a few months. The top of the rotation now consists of Sale, Strider, and Lopez. We all know Chris Sale's injury history. He's been fully healthy just once since 2017, and he missed 2 months just last year with a fractured rib. He's also about to turn 37, so even when healthy, he won't be elite forever. Lopez is coming off a season where he made just 1 start thanks to a shoulder injury, and now this spring, his velocity is down over 3 ticks. That could be him taking it easy, but either way, he's another high-risk arm who might not be able to repeat his elite 2024 performance. Honestly, in regards to velocity, the most concerning member of this rotation right now is Spencer Strider. So far this spring, his fastball is down over 2 ticks from where it was last year, and that was already down a tick from 2024, and that was down a tick from 2023, and that was down a tick from you get the idea. Strider has a very limited repertoire. As we saw last year, his stuff only works when his fastball is effective. The stuff plus grades on his secondaries were down in 2025, but still above average, and that didn't help him very much. Going from an outlier fastball in 2023 to a mediocre one in 2025 absolutely killed his results. His fastball shape looks slightly better this spring, but it needs to at least get back to 96 or 97 to be effective. I certainly think that's a possibility, but I'm at the point with him where I need to see it to believe it. And just a reminder, Strider is currently the number 2. The guys competing for the open rotation spots are where it gets even more dicey. Kenny Powers' Choppleganger Grant Holmes should make the opening day rotation, and he's a fine pitcher, but he missed the last 2 months of 2025 with a partially torn UCL. He should be a fine depth piece, but he's already penciled in as this team's number 4 starter. Their current projected number 5 is Bryce Elder, who had the fakest 2023 season ever. Since then, he has a 5.59 ERA. His velo was up a few ticks at the end of last season, and he had good results over August and September. He could surprise people this year, but he's not a guy that this team is supposed to be relying on. Beyond those guys, the Braves' 40-man includes El Demente, who has a 6 ERA since 2023, and Didier Fuentes, who is just 20 years old and struggled in his brief stint last season. Martin Perez and Cookie Carrasco are currently competing for spots as non-roster invitees, as is top prospect J.R. Ritchie. There's really no other options beyond them. To recap, Chris Sale is the most reliable starter on this team. Their number 2 lost the only pitch that made him effective. Their number 3 pitched 1 game last year and subsequently lost his velo. Their number 4 has a partially torn UCL. Their number 5 has the worst ERA in baseball since 2024. And their only other depth pieces are talented but unproven or old and washed up. Woof. Just 1 more injury would be a total nightmare to this already injury-prone rotation. This video has been extraordinarily negative so far, but this Braves offense might be the best, second best offense in baseball. The bullpen is loaded thanks to the addition of Robert Suarez, and AJ Smith-Shawver should be back mid-season. It may take until June or July, but this rotation could come together and be scary for the majority of the season. They still project to be the 7th best team in baseball, according to Depth Charts WAR, and they still have plenty of time to find reinforcements, whether it's through the trade market or free agency. Lucas Giolito feels like the perfect match for them. This division is one of the most competitive in all of baseball, and this team's margin has narrowed to a pinpoint, but they can still win it. Thanks so much for watching the first video on my second channel. Hit that sub button for free to support the channel so I can get this thing monetized. I'll be covering news, trade breakdowns, stats, whatever it may be. Send me a tweet at ndthatsbb on Twitter, or leave a comment down below if you want me to cover a story. And once again, thanks so much for watching.